10 habits that actually build financial freedom. Money Habits Lab, most people think financial freedom is about how much money you earn. It is not. It is about what you do with what you already have. And more importantly, why you keep doing the opposite of what you know you should. Today, we're going to break down the 10 habits that actually build financial freedom. Not theory, not motivation, the real habits and the psychology behind why most people never stick to them. Welcome to Money Habits Lab, the channel where we break down the psychology and habits behind real financial freedom. In simple, honest terms anyone can understand. If this is your first time here, subscribe now. Every week we publish videos designed to help you think differently about money and take real steps toward financial freedom. Before we get to the habits, understand one thing. Knowledge is not the problem. Most people already know they should save more, spend less, and plan for the future. But knowing and doing are completely different things. The gap between them is psychology. And that's exactly what we are going to address with every single habit on this list. Habit number 1. Pay yourself first. Most people pay their bills, cover their expenses, enjoy their lifestyle, and save whatever is left over at the end of the month. The problem? There's almost never anything left over. People who build financial freedom do the opposite. The moment money comes in, they move a fixed amount into savings before they spend a single dollar on anything else. This is called paying yourself first. The psychology behind it is powerful. When money is in your account, your brain sees it as available. You will find reasons to spend it. But when it is moved before you even see it, your brain adjusts to the smaller amount and treats that as normal. Start with whatever you can, even 5%. The habit matters more than the amount in the beginning. Habit number 2, track every dollar. Most people have no idea where their money actually goes. They have a rough idea. But rough ideas do not build wealth. Clarity does. Tracking your spending is not about restriction. It is about awareness. And awareness changes behavior automatically. There is a psychological principle called the observer effect. People know they are being watched. They behave differently. When you track your own spending, you become your own observer. You will naturally start making better decisions just by paying attention. You do not need a complicated app. A simple note on your phone works. The habit is the point, not the tool. Habit number 3. Build an emergency fund first. Before you invest, before you pay off debt aggressively, before anything else, build an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of basic living expenses sitting in a separate account you do not touch. Here is why this matters psychologically. Without an emergency fund, every unexpected expense becomes a financial crisis. And financial crises force bad decisions. You go into debt, you drain your savings, you lose momentum. With an emergency fund, those same events become inconveniences. You handle them and move on. The emergency fund is not just a financial tool. It is a psychological shield that protects every other good habit you are trying to build. Habit number 4. Kill lifestyle inflation. Here's one of the most dangerous traps in personal finance, and almost nobody talks about it for beginners. When your income goes up, your spending goes up with it. New job, new apartment, promotion, new car, raise, new phone. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is the reason high earners are often just as financially stuck as low earners. The psychology behind it is social comparison. We upgrade our lifestyle to match the people around us or the people we see on social media. We confuse lifestyle with progress. Real financial progress is the gap between what you earn and what you spend. If both go up at the same rate, you're standing still, no matter how much your income grows. Every time your income increases, keep your expenses the same and redirect the difference into savings or investments. That gap is where financial freedom is built. Habit number 5. Learn to delay gratification. Your brain is wired for right now. Immediate rewards feel real. Future rewards feel abstract. This is not a character flaw. It is how human psychology works. Researchers call it present bias. We consistently overvalue what we can have today and undervalue what we could have tomorrow. This is why saving feels so difficult. You are asking your brain to give up something real and certain in exchange for something that feels distant and uncertain. The habit is learning to make the future feel real. One way to do this is to attach your savings to a specific goal. Not just, I am saving money, but I am saving for the day I never have to worry about rent again. The more vivid and specific the goal, the more real it feels to your brain. And the easier it becomes to resist short-term temptation. Habit number 6. Automate your finances. Willpower is unreliable. Every decision you have to make manually is a chance to make the wrong one. The people who build financial freedom do not rely on motivation or discipline every single day. They build systems that make the right decision automatic. Automate your savings transfer, automate your bill payments, set it up once, and let it run. The psychology here is about removing friction. Behavioral economists have found that the easier a behavior is to do, the more likely people are to do it. And the harder it is, the less likely. Automation removes all friction from good financial habits and puts them on autopilot. Your future self will thank your past self for setting this up. Habit number 7. Avoid bad debt. Not all debt is equal. There is debt that builds something, a business, an education, a property that grows in value. And there is debt that just funds consumption, credit cards for things you do not need, loans for depreciating items. buy now, pay later for impulse purchases. The second type is the one that traps people. The psychology of bad debt is subtle. It removes the pain of paying. When you swipe a card or click buy now, your brain does not register the loss the way it would if you handed over physical cash. Studies show people spend significantly more when paying by card than by cash, because the psychological pain of spending is reduced. The habit is simple. If you cannot afford it with the money you already have, you do not buy it. Build the discipline to feel the true cost of every purchase before you make it. Habit number 8, invest consistently, even small amounts. Most people think investing is for people who are already wealthy. This is one of the most expensive myths in personal finance. Compound growth, where your money earns returns, and then those returns earn returns, is one of the most powerful forces in building wealth. But it requires 2 things, time and consistency, not large amounts of money. Someone who invests a small amount every month starting young will almost always end up wealthier than someone who invests a much larger amount starting late. Time is the ingredient most people waste while waiting until they feel ready. The psychology problem here is called the intention-action gap. People intend to start investing when they have more money, more knowledge, more stability. That moment rarely arrives on its own. The habit is to start with whatever you have right now. The amount matters far less than the consistency and the time you give it to grow. Habit number 9, protect your financial decisions from emotions. Fear and excitement are the 2 most expensive emotions in personal finance. Fear makes people pull money out of investments when markets drop, locking in losses right before a recovery. Excitement makes people pour money into trends, get-rich-quick schemes, and investments they do not understand, right before they collapse. Emotionally driven financial decisions are almost always wrong. The habit is to create rules for yourself in advance, like when you're calm and thinking clearly, and commit to following those rules even when your emotions are pushing you in a different direction. Do not make financial decisions when you are stressed, excited, or under pressure. Sleep on it. Give yourself 48 hours on any significant financial choice. Your future self, thinking clearly, will almost always make a better decision than your emotional present self. Habit number 10. Never stop learning about money. The final habit is the one that makes all the others sustainable. Financial freedom is not a destination you reach and then stop thinking about it. It is a continuous process of making better decisions over time, and better decisions require better knowledge. The people who build lasting wealth are almost always people who never stop learning. They read, they listen, they ask questions, they stay curious about how money works. The psychology here is about identity. Let me leave you with this. Financial freedom is not built in a single dramatic moment. It is built in the small, quiet decisions you make every single day, the ones nobody sees. The ones that feel insignificant in the moment, but add up to everything over time. The 10 habits we covered today are not complicated, but simple is not the same as easy. The difficulty is not understanding them. The difficulty is doing them consistently, even when your emotions, your environment, and the people around you are pulling you in the wrong direction. That is what this channel is here for. Every week, we will break down another piece of the psychology behind money, to help you understand not just what to do, but why it's. If this video helped you, subscribe to Money Habits Lab, share it with someone who needs it, and I will see you in the next one.